Welcome to Noteworthy with Nicole. So glad to see you guys back this week. Today I'm going to talk about me. I did not formally introduce myself in my previous videos and who I am and what I stand for and why I actually made this channel. So I'm going to take you guys back a long time ago. I actually come from a background of sexual, physical abuse, verbal abuse, dropped out of school, lived in poverty. I was not happy. A lot of the things that I went through were learning lessons, very difficult learning lessons, and some of it was self-inflicted, the choices that I made. I didn't have confidence. I wanted to be loved, so I would make all these decisions that were just wrong, and that did not help me grow. I dropped out of school when I was in the 10th grade, went to continuation school. For those of you that don't know what a continuation school is for kids who usually drop out. They've done something and now they have to go to a certain school to get back into the regular school or get their GED. I did that my junior year and then went back to traditional school in my senior year. I did not like school. I was not the best student. I really had a big chip on my shoulder, so I used to act out in all kinds of ways. None of it progressed me to my desired outcome, which was to feel free, to feel like I was in control, to feel that I mattered. And one day, I just became tired of living the same life, tired of feeling like I was stuck, tired of feeling like nothing in this life mattered, that this was just life. And I decided that I wanted to change. Even though I had my hardships and I was going through so many things, I was also very shy. I did not want to speak in front of people. I was very observant, but if you mess with me, that was a different story. But I was very observant. So my inability to hold conversations or to speak in front of groups held me back a lot. And what I decided is I have to overcome this fear. I have to put myself in a position where I'm able to talk to groups of people. And the reason why I wanted to be able to talk to groups of people is because one day I wanted to, work at a company. At this time, I wasn't working, I wasn't doing anything. And I wanted to be able to speak to people and make change and make difference in my own life. But that would be my first step of conquering my fear, which was public speaking. So I decided to go back to school. It was short-lived because I was like, I can't do this. And then I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. I did a public speaking class. It was the most horrifying experience. It was the most horrifying experience of my life. Because not only did I have to speak, but it also had to be filmed. And I had to go back and critique myself. I'm a person that's very hard on myself. I'm going to pick out every little flaw, every little thing that's wrong. And I was still not sure if I could do this. So some years had passed and it was getting a little better, but it wasn't where I wanted to be. So I started to read more. I started to invest in myself. So I would read whatever I can, go to church, anything that would pour into me, because there was no mentors, there were no coaches back then. There was no therapy. That was a foreign language. That didn't exist, and especially for people of color, that wasn't a thing that we did. So I had to do it on my own. And it was basically done through a lot of research, a lot of prayer, me just wanting to change my mindset. And then later on in life, I went back to school and got a degree in business, because at that point I was like, I want to have a business. I wasn't sure what that business was going to be, but I thought, okay, well, I'll do this, and that'll be it. And then I think I stumbled into an office and they were talking about psychology, and I was like, oh wow, I'm really interested in that, because myself had gone through so much. How do people think, how people treat you, the signs you should be looking out for. None of this was made aware of. None of this I was aware of until later on in life. And I was like, I'm really interested in that. I want to get a degree in psychology. And so I did. And then I wanted to be able to teach. So I got a degree in teaching. Through all this process, I'm still working on myself. I'm still dedicated to changing my mindset. And for those of you who are in this boat who want to change, just know that it's not easy. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of tears. It's a lot of changes. People not accepting you because you've changed, because you have a new standard for yourself. It's not going to be easy. It's going to be very, very painful. But in the end, is it worth it? Yes, it is. It is worth it. All your hard work, all your sacrificing, all of your challenges, in the end, you'll be at peace with who you are. But I'm here to tell you that it doesn't end there, because as you grow, you'll find new things that you may need to change or challenge yourself to do better in. I'm a living testament to that I still have things that I have to work on, even though I've done all the work and I thought, hey, I'm good. But there's still more work to be done. So I want to come to you guys every week and give you encouragement, give you some insight on some things that you may not be aware of that can help the needle move forward in your direction to change. And it starts here, starts in your mind. And once you get a control of that, anything is possible. Anything you want is possible. But it starts here in your mind. If this video resonates with you, please share it with someone. Please tell a friend about Noteworthy with Nicole. I'll be here with you every week. Like and subscribe to this video, and I will be back next week to share another piece of information that moves the needle forward so you can get on the right track to changing your mindset.